And we're live. So, hello everyone, and thank you so much for joining us today for this special webinar by Banuba and Zakeke. Winning the e-commerce battle with AR and 3D mastery. That's the title. I'm your host, Margarita, and I am joined today by the two specialists from Banuba and Zakeke. That's going to be Nazim Tagaps, the head of business development of Banuba, and Leonardo D'Aprile, the product marketing manager from Zakeke. And during today's webinar, together with Nazim and Leo, we're going to be taking a look at the challenges, at the most common, the most popular challenges that e-commerce businesses are facing these days, and also at the ways to tackle them with the help of modern technology, specifically augmented reality and 3D modeling and 3D preview. I want to note that during today's webinar, we're going to be talking about both the challenges for business to business, B2B, and business to consumer, B2B, B2C segment. So during today's webinar, we're gonna discuss what struggles businesses are having. We're gonna take a look at how to resolve those struggles. And also there's gonna be a small live demonstration in the end. So let's move right into it. Let's get right into it. E-commerce is known to be quite a competitive sphere, quite a competitive industry to run a business in. So, Leo, what is it like to run an e-commerce business, to run an e-commerce brand these days during this state of the market?
That's a tough question. So thank you for asking this. Of course, challenges are so imperative, and we have so much technology, and we have so many inputs every day in and out to compete globally because e-commerce battle need to be fought in a global environment, and of course, managing e-commerce, managing a business, it's difficult, but it's challenging, it's fun. Of course, right now, what you need to have it's not just about your product or creating a powerful brand. That's not enough anymore. But you need to compete with brands all over the world, offering the most immersive and the most realistic experience during shopping. So during the last 10 or 15 years, we've been looking at different challenges. Of course, one of the main challenges was, for example, shipping or was logistics. And we had a lot of cases that, for example, marketplaces that solved that. But more and more customers demanding something else. So it's not just about services related to the e-commerce experiences. It's now the e-commerce experience itself that needs to be adjusted and needs to be more innovative. So today we are discussing how, of course, technologies like 3D, AR, virtual try-on can make more interactive, more immersive, more unique experiences. So, of course, the challenge is to rightfully address consumer demand for bespoke and interactive shopping experiences. And of course, the most important thing is right now offering what it can actually be something so real that you can almost touch. So real-time product customization. So no matter what you actually are selling right now, you can offer customization, live customization in 2D, but also with 3D product previews, with AR views. For example, think about the furniture business. How can they benefit offering customers the opportunity to actually show in their real environment, the customer real environment, something that you can actually buy and measure it in your live environments. The next part is, of course, the virtual try-on. So the opportunity to not just try out the product, but try on yourself. So let's think about jewelry, for example. Let's think about also clothing, headwear, highwear. So the most important things right now is to offer something else that not only big companies, multinational, billion-dollar companies can offer, because these technologies, this creation of engaging a personalized experience is affordable for any business all around the world. Basically, you just need to have a product catalog, an e-commerce platform, and a plugin, an integration, a business partner. And what we are looking out also with this powerful integration between Zakeke and Banuba is exactly this. So to actually further on this help for customers, for merchants all around the world, to bring innovative technology, unique experiences at an affordable price with the easiest implementation possible, so that all of the headaches that merchants had for a long time are gone, and you can just sit back and relax and manage your business, manage your team without operational headaches, operational products, just streaming out to the production, focusing on your brand, focusing on improve again the life of the real customers that you guys, merchants, you guys are having. Of course, I can think about another type of, not challenge, but of course another problem that customers, merchants have all around the world is
Totally.
the
So,
once you have, for example, this type of personalization, 3D visualization, you need to convert. So you need to look out how to actually embed this technology and, of course, increase the add to cart rate. I think that we can talk about that with Nazim more in depth, because I think that his view on this, it's really powerful.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you, Leo. Yes, I completely agree. Speaking of e-commerce, major metrics, add to cart is undoubtedly one of the most important ones.
totally. So,
And the standard e-commerce add to cart rate across most industries is rather low, we must admit. For example, it's about 3% in makeup and cosmetics. It's around 2% in luxury goods and jewelry. Yes, indeed, some industries post 7% at the cart rate, which is a healthy number, but still, where everybody wants to find themselves is at least 10%. If 10% of your website visitors add products to their shopping carts, then your website is doing something well. You're doing a good job in attracting and engaging potential customers. And there is a number of factors considered to be an e-commerce website hygiene, right? I think it could be safely named traditional marketing techniques. They include good website UX, the big orange call to action button, upsell and cross sell techniques, using mini cards, pop up cards, recommendation engines, and so on. These are undisputed. They do the job, but the problem is that often they cannot give you the desired 10% or even more where you want to find yourself. So this is why today we're speaking about something that could and should be done outside the regular strategy. And this is what you already mentioned, something to be done on the top. And these are the 3D visualization of products and AR technology. So to second what you mentioned already, so 3D visualization is the way to help your customers to see the product from any angle, taking away a considerable amount of doubt that they might have in their heads. And the doubts that typically prevent them from adding an item to the cart. In its turn, the AR technology will create virtual showrooms and virtual try-on where customers can try before they buy, which is the most important parameter, which is reducing their doubts in decision making. And this is your primary goal when we're speaking about e-commerce, right? It's all about conversions. Reduce the doubts. And using this technology will reduce product page abandonment and double or even triple your add to cart rate, which is extremely important. So when you want to get from 2-3% to 10%, and this is not the limit, you can go even higher. This is an extremely important parameter. So just to line up, to put the red line, the combination of Zakeke platform and Tint virtual try-on by Banuba, we see it as a perfect example of complex solution that enables customers to try on products from a number of categories. And Just to give it a short description, these include makeup, skincare items, hair coloring, covers eyewear industry that includes optical glasses, sunglasses, contact lenses, jewelry items, headwear and neckwear, and it's constantly expanding. So we're constantly working on making it higher and higher and higher, which undoubtedly boosts the buyer confidence when they see that this technology can be met in multiple categories that they are meeting on multiple e-commerce websites. That undoubtedly boosts the buyer confidence in and trust in the technology. And speaking about buyer confidence, Leo, I would love to hear your opinion about this topic.
It's all about buyer confidence. Let us be real. And Of course, if I put myself again in the shoes of a merchant, once you've decided that you want to take your step further, so you understand that this is not a future technology. This is something that you can adapt. You need to adapt it now because if and you're late. So once you understand this, of course, you need to understand that you have in front of you a customer that need to be confident whenever they are ready to buy. Because again, the challenge is global and the challenge is also related to the customer's behavior. So it's not, we are not living in a brick and mortar store like life, in a brick and mortar life anymore. We are not just inside a metaverse, but we are in a mixed reality. So you need to understand how this technology can help customers, people feel more comfortable wherever they are, whatever they're doing, and whenever they're ready to buy. So you need to understand that all this is not just to be cool, just to innovate or to follow someone in your industry, is the power that you are giving to customers to create something unique because we talk about personalization. When you put your name on a shirt, it's yours. It's something that nobody else can do. It's your design, it's your template. And with Zakeke, you can do that. But when you put something on your body, like it's it's no other experience other than the real life experience. So you need to move and go to the store that can compare with that. So it's a no-brainer to, of course, guarantee the highest quality in terms of material, in terms of 3D rendering, in terms of lighting, cameras. So showcasing products with 3D and AR, uh, of course, means you are actually trying to put the product quality that you have in store and your production, of course, also through your e-commerce. Photos, no, not anymore. It's not the picture work anymore. Of course, when you provide this, so something that is really lifelike, you provide transparent shopping, so people can go to your store and see it's exactly as it is showed in your product page. So you basically reduce returns, basically like you cut up returns because it's something unique, customized, and people almost try that on their body, so they are super confident whenever they buy, and you provide real life experience and product information to build trust. So customers are ready. They know you, they know your brand, they know your product, they try them on. So it's a win-win. And again, it's thinking about the returns and the conversion rate; those are connected. Of course, you know that you can also apply different policies to your returns. But basically, whenever you're offering this type of experiences, you build trust, you increase confidence, and so when you are confident when you're buying, it's almost impossible that you're gonna return something that you created, that has your name on, as your family names on, or whatever. So I think that those are the most important. Of course, there are a lot of, but the most important challenges that B2C companies are facing right now, and those are the solutions. Of course, this powerful integration between the two brands is one of the answer, if not the biggest answer to those challenges. And but I think that we have more on the B2B challenges for e-commerce companies because I think that again we are living in a world where you need to be a step ahead. If not, you're so late to innovate. And but I let you introduce Marita. I let you introduce the topic because it's really interesting, and I know that you guys have so much to give out to the merchants and to the people that are hearing us right now.
Thank you very much, Leo. Indeed, in B2B, in the B2B segment, AR and 3D as technologies can serve a great help to businesses as well. And we're going to talk about it shortly. Before that, I would just want to kind of summarize. So basically, the more confident the customer is in what they're seeing on their in their online shopping journey, the more certain they are to put it into the cart and then to proceed to the purchase. And from what we see, this is what the two technologies help. Right. There is a concern for sustainability going on in the world. Of course, it is a vital issue. It is as relevant as ever these days, and everybody is trying to turn their business to be as sustainable as possible, to reduce the negative impact on the environment, to reduce the negative impact on the shopping ethics, and to provide a more eco-friendly and a more overall sustainable experience to both businesses in the industry and the consumers. So, Nazim, could you please elaborate on how these two technologies, AR and 3D, can help us boost sustainability?
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you, Margarita. I will take it from here, speaking about sustainability, and I am glad that Leo mentioned returns, which will be a part of this topic and a big part of this topic. So, sustainability is a bit different perspective of the benefit that 3D product visualization and virtual try-on can bring to businesses. Sustainability is getting huge across industries in recent years. The mindset of consumers has shifted a lot. Merchants are being held accountable for their sustainability and their actions to minimize the carbon footprint. So it's becoming the focus of nearly all businesses, regardless if they are e-commerce businesses or brick and mortar businesses. So speaking of the ways 3D product visualization and AR can contribute into this problem solving, I'd mention several major points, where one was already mentioned by Leo. So, and I think this is the biggest one, and it's returns. In the US market only, the amount of returns coming from online purchases is more than $200 billion a year. So that's huge, right? And the use of virtual try-on is kind of obvious here. Our statistics show that we can reduce the returns by up to 60%. Yes, we will not bring them to zero, but 60% is huge when we speak about those numbers, right? And the way we do it, that we reduce the level of uncertainty when buying the product. We have been speaking here a lot about doubts, hesitations, and increasing the buyer confidence. So this is the major factor which leads us to the increase of conversions when we speak about add to cart, but it also reduces the returns. So, for example, the recommendation system advises you the right choice, helps you to increase the good match between the customers and the product, and automatically this brings you to the reduction of returns. Another big point is the sample production. And virtual try-on can contribute to both B2C and B2B businesses. I would love to touch it through different perspectives. In B2B, I'd set an eyewear industry as a perfect example of virtual try-on impact on sustainability policy of the company. Some eyewear companies, eyewear manufacturing companies, release up to 4 or 5 collections of eyewear a year, each containing from 200 to 500 frames. Imagine shipping samples out throughout the whole distribution network. It's a costly and non-sustainable solution. Hence, virtual try-on allows doing it more effectively, especially now when digitizing frames has become much more affordable. and more affordable than it was a year or half a year ago, because the technology always evolves, and that's another advantage. In B2C sector, when we speak about samples, I would say it's mostly the retail when we speak about samples, or let's say the brick and mortar part of the business. And the excellent example of the positive impact that virtual try-on can have is makeup industry. Virtual try-on can replace makeup samples to a very high extent. It mostly works through utilizing the concept of phygital policy. It has retailers are using magic mirrors, which are like basically smart devices that allow you to use the same try-on technology that you present to customers online, but inside the store. So this allows to avoid applying the actual product on the face, the actual samples, and use the virtual try-on, virtual version of the product instead, and that automatically leads to the reduction of samples consumed. And automatically that reduces the waste significantly. And also, as soon as we speak about brick and mortar segment, and I want to touch it through the perspective of the phygital concept, right? Because all the world is going into omni-channel strategy, where e-commerce cannot exist without a clear connection to the whole policy of the company, including brick and mortar segment. So speaking about brick and mortar segment, it's the stock management that I cannot but mention. Maintaining high volumes of product throughout the retail network is a huge challenge for big, especially for big companies. It's a common situation when we as consumers hear that the item is not available in the certain retail location where we came for some item, right? But it's on the other store, which is on the other side of the city. So going there will cost you time, fuel, but the availability of the smart mirror inside the store with the virtual try-on, virtual version of this product brings this product few steps closer to the consumer. So I suggest considering this to all companies that are really looking into sustainability as a part of their general policy of increasing parameters such as add to cart conversion and return rate. So that's a clear benefit that they are getting there.
Thank you so much, Nazim.
Margarita?
Of course, thank you so much, Nazim. Of course, this is a great point of how 3D and augmented reality virtual try-on contribute to sustainability in many, many ways and areas. I would like to ask you if this is applicable to retail, or if this is applicable to like beauty industry alone, or if there are any
I
other
already mentioned
examples of
it's
other
applicable
industries in which you can utilize
to
the technology.
many technologies. Like anything in our case, like Banuba is very much specializing on everything related to the face of reality, right? So anything you can put on the head or on the face or on your neck uh, is uh, is something that we can digitize, put on the platform where Leo will demonstrate us later how it works technically, and then make it a part of your business of e-commerce. But uh, like our specialization is face, but the industry itself is developing so rapidly, like shoes try on, right? Clothes try on. Everything is progressing on all levels, and just different companies are contributing into this development on their own level. So, from our perspective, we're very much focused on everything related to face. So, when thinking about it and thinking of its suitability to your business, think, can this item be applied on the face or the head? If yes, then Zakeke and Banuba can help you to drive your business forward. Yeah.
Certainly. Thank you so much. You mentioned stock management as well, and this is where I this is a good like connection point, which brings us to our next challenge, which is connected like to managing the business and managing the internal stuff and the internal operations in the business. So, Leo, what do you think is the contribution of these technologies to automation and to optimization of the business?
It's super important when we Nazim introduced the theme of sustainability. Sustainability, it is also important when we are talking about improving, automating internal tasks because you reduce time to management, you reduce manual errors, you reduce production errors, and you need to maintain, as you can see, operational efficiency. When we talk about operational efficiency, we talk about how, for example, a 3D centric company can approach to this type of technology to change their production way of living, their offering, of course, because this technology is not just customer facing, can change again every phase of the fulfillment and the production workflows. So basically, as perfectly said by Nazim before, you reduce the need to create so many stocks, to create so many digital samples in different industries, but you can streamline processes because both technologies are AI powered. So you basically integrate within your business ecosystem, within your tech stack, a business partner, not just a plugin, not just another app, and you integrate it where there is the space to improve. So in between the production, because with Zakeke you get the production ready files between the production and the fulfillment. And of course, you're leaving the power to create something unique to your customers. So you ease the burden of creating always new samples, new products, new designs. You give the power to the customers, and you basically go to production with the same file that you get on your dashboard, and that's it. Of course, that leaves you space to scale because you can add, for example, market prices for customization, and you can again ensure systems and technology that can grow with your demand. So you basically you you don't have to wait 2 weeks to have a design made. You don't have to wait 1 month to create this huge order for a B2B company that ask you to create this product or another product. You just basically have the opportunity to get as many orders as you want, that you can fulfill, of course, and then just again go to fulfillment, go to production with your providers, and of course you can make more informed decisions because you have data points and data-driven insights because you know, for example, which product works more. Which type of, we talk about makeup, you know which type of color, you know which type of customer supply this type of shade, and another one is not that applied. So you basically make more confident decision as a professional, as a business, giving out more confidence to the customers because you get that not just when they buy, but when they interact with your product, with your technology. And of course, you can leverage that inside your production. So it's just a circle and you became more sustainable because you're producing just what customers want and customers are demanding. You're producing better because you get exactly what you need and you are not wasting production time. You're not wasting digital samples. You're not wasting customer time because they are not there waiting for you because they can go to somewhere else. So again, it's a sustainable and super efficient workflow within your company just by implementing something really easy that you can click on and just create. We will see that afterward. You can just implement it on in your e-commerce platform, click on two buttons and have an amazing experience that can leverage all of this together. So it's super important.
Yeah.
And it's everything connected. So all the things that we talked about, that Nazim talked about, is super connected to improving and automating internal tasks. Again, having always in mind the operational efficiency, because if you're not efficient, you are not
Yeah, Leo,
sustainable. If
great
you're not
points. And if
sustainable,
you allow me to
uh,
complement on this
you're
through the
not confident
perspective
as
of
a business in
automation of
going
internal
out
tasks
and say I can
and
scale
efficiency,
with this
one
technology.
of the questions that we receive most often is how do we integrate this solution? How do we digitize items? So what's the level of expertise we need to actually do that? and so on, and similar questions. And we clearly understand that when it comes to e-commerce websites, many of them do not have the team of developers. They often outsource the service, and they are simply afraid of high integration cost coming through hours built by their outsourced developers. So I want to make it clear that in this game, we understand the demand and the nature of concerns that might arise, and we understand that companies that do not employ this technology yet, they are concerned about automation of internal tasks, but they simply don't know how to do that yet. And we have addressed all of those concerns, like both solutions that were like synergy of solutions with 3D visualization and tint virtual try-on. Uh, this is all thought through, well thought through. Those softwares come in the form of low code integration or a plugin, depending on the content management system that our potential customers use on their websites. It supports most of popular platforms, including Shopify, Magento, Wix, WooCommerce, you name it. And integrating a plugin only requires few lines of code. So this user-friendly approach empowers your business, regardless of the size, to adopt this technology without the need for extensive technical expertise. So I wanted to make it stress this out because we're getting this question a lot, and I'm sure that listeners of this webinar will have that question as well.
Certainly. Thank you so much for this addition, for this compliment. Indeed, we see how the two solutions, the 3D visualization and the 3D modeling and virtual try-on, create a synergy, a technological synergy that helps businesses, and by helping businesses, elevates the customer experience. So we see how everything works in synergy, and this is an amazing point to make. But enough talking, let's just move on to the demonstration, to something we've all been waiting for. I'm going to pass the mic here to Leo, who's going to show us what the technologies look like in action and allow us to see the 3D visualization and virtual try on as such. Leo, please.
Thank you. Yes, uh, we are looking out for this. Let me just briefly share my screen and introduce you to this powerful integration between two amazing innovators. Let me say this. Let me just brag about ourselves because I think that we're doing an amazing job globally. We're uh, groundbreaking technologies that together are just changing, revolutionizing the e-commerce world and the retail world. Just a minute to brag about how how amazing we are doing in terms of technology. But let's go inside the Zakeke dashboard and
Thank you so much.
mine. Hopefully, you can see my screen. Can you say yes? Yeah, perfect. So do not worry. This is not the Matrix. This is the 3D product configurator brought to you by Zakeke. And what you can see here, it's a 3D model of a beautiful fedora hat that we created for you guys. Of course, this is an environment that you can have whenever you subscribe to Zakeke. Keep in mind that you can try Zakeke out for 14 days for free on basically every commerce platform that you can think of. And this is the environment where you upload. This is really important that you upload your 3D models because sorry to say that, but you cannot have virtual try-on or AR without a 3D model. But it's so easy, and you can basically upload it, and within Zakeke you can configure it with as many options you can think of. So I will not give you a demonstration of Zakeke, but I will just say to you that it's important that you can also have a 3D model and the virtual try-on without the need, if your products don't offer that, without the need to offer configuration and made-to-order products. So you just basically had the virtual try-on and the 3D model inside the 3D viewer, and you can share this amazing experience whenever you want with just a QR code, a share link, and an iframe. But today we're seeing how personalization, customization, 3D configuration, you name it, together with the virtual try-on, work to create amazing experiences. So here we are in 3D scene editor of Zakeke. As you can see, you can manage your objects, your materials, lights, cameras, changing whatever you want, collapse, explode the 3D model, you name it. Of course, you have the opportunity to see and fine tune your product after, of course, you activate the virtual try-on and you select your prototype. So in this case, headwear, we will see another example of the virtual try-on for the jewelry. But as Nazim mentioned before, we have a lot of categories, product categories available, and we will add more and more in the coming future. You can also, that's the part of the customization, you can also modify and add your action button that, spoiler alert, is here. So you can have your icon, you can change the text color, background color, you can customize the action button on your uh, product page because that's the most important part. The virtual try-on starts directly from your product page. So what you're seeing this now is just the background of what you're actually seeing here, as you can see. And once you activate the virtual try-on, you go inside the object. Of course, it's really important to have a real life size 3D model inside the 3D scene editor because it's important to have the perfect fine tuning. As you can see, I can just put this reference head to show you how real it is, the position of the virtual try-on and the 3D model. But let's go inside again, the 3D model. As you can see, selecting the object, you can change the position, the gizmos, the scaling slider, and you need to click here to enable display this in virtual try-on. And of course, you need to do this, the virtual try-on fine tuning, in order to have the opportunity to position perfectly the product on your head. So let's wait and let's see how beautiful it is on my head right now. Even though I think that you guys can do a better job of being I think, more attractive than me right now. But as you can see, this is the fine tuning. You can move it. You can scale your product here on the bottom right, and you can move out the product in order to position it whatever you want in terms of head. The same you do it with earrings. The same you can do with necklaces, with eyewear, so that you can position based on your head, based on your body, of course, and also with the help of the references that we give you, the product in order to be then seen in the perfect way inside your product page. Uh, it's basically this, guys. Of course, it depends on the how many unlimited options you have. Of course, this is a game of words because you can have one option, you can have unlimited option. But let's see the virtual try-on how it is appear in product page. As you can see, this is the same product. You have different models, colors, ribbon colors, lining, you name it. So thousands and thousands of made-to-order combination for your product. You just click on the icon that we previously saw, and you can open up the virtual try-on experience for your customer. So basically, I'm your customer in this case, and as you can see, the model is. Let's wait one sec. And there you go. So the same experience that we were seeing in the viewer preview, now you have it on your store. This is a demo store for Zakeke, and as you can see, of course, you have the hat position on my head. You can see the different lining. You can change the model. You can do basically whatever you want, and you can play around. Of course, I will advise you not to jump while you have your hat on your head for the powerful experience. But this is basically it. So it's super, super easy. This is the experience that you can have. It's super easy. Again, click on the icon and just open up, allowing the camera to access to your mobile phone devices, etc. And from this, you just go here on the product page. You have the virtual try-on. Again, inside the object, you select the one. you do the virtual try-on fine-tuning. Keep in mind the model need to be a real size model. You can play again with the reference ad that we give you in order to understand how to position the model. It's really important in order to have the perfect experience for your customers. Again, keep in mind that our support team is always here to help you out with any need that you might have. And for example, let's use another product. For this case, we're using this beautiful necklace, pearl necklace. And as you can see, the icon is changed because we have a different product. Again, you can change different attributes of the product. Let's open up the virtual try-on to see how this product can be visualized. And of course, you see, I need to change a little bit of the fine tuning. But as you can see, I have this product visualized on my body so that I can be more confident and be more prepared to buy this product. Of course, I might not be the perfect customer case for this pearl necklace, but this is basically how easy it is to actually activate this experience, how easy it is to change the life of your business and the experience for your end customers. Just one click, one technology together, thanks to this integration, and you can basically try on every product that you have in mind. So it's really powerful. I think that I will buy this fedora because I really love this red, and I think that Nazim also can be a perfect customer for this hat. Mine, hopefully.
Uh, there's a question I've been wanting to ask. How long does the digitization process take? Because from building a 3D model to adjusting the colors to adjusting the replaceable, the customizable details, how long does it take for businesses? Because I know this to be another concern of retailers who want the solution to be implemented as soon as possible. So, what's the approximate time frame that you can give?
Well, again, it depends on the complexity of the product, but in this case, it can be really, really easy. It can, again, it depends on the quality and the type of the options that you want to offer to your customers. But let's say that we can offer sooner than later, basically within a couple of months, the opportunity to actually create your 2D model basically from scratch within minutes or even hours, saving you weeks of time. But let's say that, of course, if you want to create a custom 3D model with our team, we can offer a custom quote for that, or even offer you the opportunity to manage and streamline your 3D asset management and creation within Zakeke itself in the coming weeks. That's groundbreaking technology, and of course, with the power of AI, in a couple of weeks, you will be able to actually create it from scratch with just a prompt, with basically a couple of hours instead of waiting months to create thousands and thousands of combinations. So, of course, it depends on the amount of models that you need to have and the product technology, the product catalog that you have in mind. But let's say that you can just go inside a couple of hours or even days to have your products ready to go and set to be inside the virtual try-on inside your product store.
This is amazing news. Thank you so much for the answer. So, moving on and kind of wrapping things up, we've done the demonstration. What do you think the future of e-commerce looks like? So, tell me, like in detail, in points, how you see it. The e-commerce of the nearest future, what it's going to look like, what it's going to feel like for both customers and businesses. What
I
do you say,
think
Nazim?
the major perspective here is that this is not the future. The adoption level of this technology is actually already happening these days, and I think that this is high time we selected the right terminology for this. This is not the future. I would say 5 years ago, companies that were introducing this on their websites, they were the innovation and the leading ones. They were primary leaders and opinion setters, right? Now, if you don't have this technology, I would not say that you're lagging behind, but then you already are missing the competition, because the things that Leo has demonstrated to us just now, it brings us to where we started. It's all about personalization. Your customers are interested in one major person on this planet. It's themselves. They don't want some kind of hat. They want their hat.
Of course.
They want to feel it. They want to touch it. And actually, this technology and the synergy of those two technologies is about making the e-commerce more tangible, because e-commerce is great. It's kind of bringing a lot of benefits to the customers, but it has the drawback. You cannot touch it. So this technology is a huge step towards making it tangible and allowing customers to touch it and put it on yourself. What can be better? So it's not about the future. I would say it's already happening, and this is speaking about the future perspective. It's the question if the future is with you now. So we invite everybody to chat about how to make this future come into your daily business routine today already.
Of course. So the future is happening right
Yeah,
now. This is a great point. And
Well,
got anything to add,
I
Leo?
totally agree with what Nazim perfectly said it. It's the present. Like every day that goes on by that you're not thinking or not adapting to this, it's not even a trend to this new reality. It's the day that you're losing money, you're losing opportunity, you're losing ground, you're losing potential customers, you're losing production, sustainability. So it's not anymore the case of what I can think of to become successful and scale, but it is like how can I cannot be scalable without it. Like without this, I need to have it. Like I need to, and it's so easy. Like as Nazim said, you basically select like go inside your marketplace, install the app, try it out for 14 days for free, and then you adapt to it, and you have it ready. You don't need to think about management of the 3D models. You don't even think about updates. It's everything done, and of course, there is a little bit of work that you need to do because it's your business. But after this, you're ready to go. You're ready to, again, reduce returns, scale your business, improve sustainability, improve your operations, create new fulfillment policies, create new catalogs, new different production lines, so you can focus on something else. So the challenge is not whether to accept this or not, is to you're ready and you're focused to actually do it now. Because if not, you're not in the business anymore. You're out of business within, I don't know, weeks. So again, I perfectly agree with what Nazim said. It's a matter of being ready, and if you're not ready, well, you need to be.
absolutely.
This is a great point. Thank you so much. Totally agree, totally support that. And I guess this rounds up the webinar for us. I once again thank everybody for joining today. Thank you, Nazim. Thank you, Leo, for your amazing presentation, for the demonstration, for the insights you
Thank
brought to
you.
us. It has been a pleasure. It has been a true pleasure. So, for you, dear viewers, if you would like to get to know more about Zakeke and Banuba, about the solution and the synergy of solutions they offer, please feel free to go to zakeke.com and banuba.com to explore the opportunities you can get with these two products. I would like to note that both Zakeke and Banuba, both their products offer free trial for a week or for 2 weeks. So feel free to request a demo and see how the products work in action and how they can benefit your business live. Please also follow us on LinkedIn for more insights and updates from the two companies and to get to know more about the industry and about their technology. Once again, if you want to rewatch the webinar or if you missed something, you're going to receive the recording of it on the email that you signed up with. So I think this is going to be it for us. I thank everyone for joining, and I hope
Thank
you'll
you.
have a
Thank you,
great day.
everyone. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Thank you. Ciao.
And cut.